Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big Phone Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 99 of Winning a National Championship with every team in the game. If you guys have missed any of the episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist from all of our episodes from episode 1 to 99. But if you're not able to watch those videos, I completely understand. Down in the description below will be a record of every team that we have done so far and their season they eventually won a national title. Next episode will be episode 100, so that is a big one because we only have 35 more teams to go. So, new episode means new team, which means we get a wheel spin. And let's figure out the team episode number 99 is. And we are going to the Big Ten with Wisconsin. One of the last Big Ten teams. Or Indiana. We haven't done Indiana yet, but we did Illinois a couple videos ago. I know we've done Iowa. I know we've done Michigan State and Michigan. We've done Ohio State, Oregon. We haven't done Penn State. I think Penn State and Indiana are the only two we have left remaining. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's those two. But we get Wisconsin, who is an 86 overall. One of the, I guess, top tier overall teams in the Big Ten. Usually they don't win it year number 1 or even year 2, but they've been pretty decent, at least above 500, so need to continue it and do pretty good this season-wise here with Wisconsin. However, it is a pretty tough Big Ten now. But checking out our coaching abilities, obviously real coaches will be in the game as well for College Football 26, which will be nice. We do have pipeline for interest and influence boosts. But other than that, nothing for relationship builder. Progression for XP. So that's cool, I guess. That's less likely to transfer is another cool one as well. We do have recruiter and motivator, mostly for the defense. Motivator, mostly for the defensive line and linebackers. Nothing else other than that. And tactician as well, mostly for the defense. Our offensive coordinator will probably stay as well. Elite recruiter and also has some tactician as well. And our defensive coordinator is the exact same, just for the defense, but this time he has scheme guru rather than elite recruiter. So I'm actually liking both my coordinators for once in a while. Our team, though, is actually pretty good. Hallman's a 91. Hunter is a 90. Our quarterback is an 84. We do have Locke, though, at 75. Hopefully he improves a lot in the season, in the offseason. Halfbacks in 84. We do need some halfbacks just because we're losing our two best ones. Wide receivers, we could use some speed. We do have a 96 speed receiver, but he's 70 overall. He won't be seeing much playing time. Tight end's pretty good, but he's going to be leaving us after this year. Offensive line, looking pretty good, but over half of them are seniors, so we need to get depth at that part. We need some right ends. We're going to need a defensive tackle and a left outside linebacker, and middle linebackers probably. Right outside linebackers. Corners, going to need some. We're losing 4 of them, so we definitely need corners as well. Safeties were good, other than strong safety, and we do not need a kicker and punter in this season. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll see everyone at the end of season 1 here with Wisconsin. And here we are at the end of season number 1 here with Wisconsin. We go 8-4 on the season. Pretty decent overall. I don't know why we went into our coach abilities. Definitely didn't want to do that. I wanted to check the team schedule. Started out pretty good, beating Western Michigan and FCS before losing to Bama. Then we beat USC and Purdue, lost to Rutgers, beat Northwestern, lost to Penn State, beat Iowa, lost to Oregon, then beat Nebraska and Minnesota to end out the season. So a pretty decent season. We're going to get a bowl game. However, I don't think it's going to be a college football playoff appearance just because we are not ranked. And there's a lot of Big Ten teams that were really good this season that eventually would go into the college football playoff. We just signed a lot of 4-star players, though, and we leveled up. So we'll take that. Kate Klubnik wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,500 yards, 36 touchdowns to 2 interceptions on the season. And we'll be playing BYU in the Independence Bowl. We are ranked at the end of the season, so we will take that. But we're going to go ahead, similar to the end of season recap, and see how we do. Or I guess see how everyone else does, technically. Hopefully we go 9-4. That would be very helpful, winning a bowl game. especially winning a bowl game as well, to stay at, I think it's a 4-star prestige. But we did win the bowl game, but our pro potential goes down, coach stability goes up, but coach prestige goes down. So we are still a 4-star prestige. I think we probably lost one of our coordinators. We had to have. Did we not? I mean, I'll take it if we didn't. I don't think we did. Well, why don't you look at that? We'll take that all day. Utah wins it all in year number 1, 21-13 over Oregon. Wow, that's kind of surprising. Toledo, Utah, Clemson, Georgia, and Oregon win the automatic qualifiers, with NC State, Michigan, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, and Notre Dame, Ohio State as the at-large bid. So that's going to end season number 1. It is on to season number 2 here with Wisconsin. And here we are in season number 2 with Wisconsin. We go 10-2 on the season and rank number 3 in the conference, but we don't make the conference championship game. Our season went like this. We beat Miami of Ohio, Middle Tennessee. We lost to Alabama, beat Michigan and Indiana, lost to Oregon. Then we beat Maryland, who also went 10-2. We beat Iowa, we beat Illinois, we beat Ohio State, we beat Washington, and we beat Minnesota to end out the season. So a lot of really good wins and 2 decent losses, but all in all, it looks like Oregon and USC are going to the conference championship because we don't have the tiebreaker against Oregon, and I don't think we played USC this year. So we will be going to the college football playoff. Just where we're going to be at, I have no clue. We do level up, and that's nice. We'll take it. Avery Johnson with USC wins the Heisman Trophy. So I guess he transferred out of Kansas State. 3,700 yards, 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for the USC quarterback. We'll be taking on Arkansas in the college football playoff. So we do get a first-round game just because we didn't win the championship or win the conference. Texas State, Utah, USC, Tennessee, and Syracuse were the automatic qualifiers, with Ohio State, Maryland, Oregon, Arkansas, Wisconsin, Kansas State, and Clemson as the at-large bid. So USC beat Oregon. Maryland got in, Wisconsin got in, Ohio State got in. A lot of Big Ten teams are in. But we got to face an SEC team of Arkansas, which will be another tough game. So let's get this started here against 10-3 Arkansas. And they are an 83 overall compared to our 89. So we have a huge overall advantage in this one. Let's just hope that we can take advantage of it and move on to the next round where we play Tennessee, another SEC team. But we got to win this game 1. We're starting on defense first. And we give up a 1-play touchdown to start the game. It's not very good, but we do get a field goal later on the first quarter to make this a 7-3 game. Arkansas is still struggling ever since that big play touchdown. It's 10-7 at the half where we have a lead. We start with the football in the second half, go nowhere. Arkansas scores their first touchdown since the first play of the game. We score another one to make this 17-14 going into the fourth quarter. And we get stopped on 4th and 3. It's a big third down for the defense, and we get off the field. And we also have short field, where a touchdown would pretty much put this game out of reach, and it is. A 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter. They have a 4th and 3. We get a sack, I guess. There was a penalty. I don't know what it was. But we get a first down. We take 2 knees, and that's going to do it. Wisconsin will beat Arkansas 24-14. And we'll be moving on to go play Tennessee in the quarterfinals. We'll take the win. Offense really scored enough points to get us the win, but we definitely need more if we want to move on into the next couple rounds of this college football playoff. So, anyways, moving on to next week, where again we're facing another SEC team with Tennessee coming into town. I guess going into the Sugar Bowl. And we'll check out the other sides of the bracket, where Texas State defeated Ohio State. Wow. Oregon defeated Maryland, and Kansas State beat Clemson. So, all in all, it's going to be another tough game here against another tough SEC team. So let's get started here against 10-3 Tennessee. and they are an 87 overall. So we, again, have an overall advantage in this one. Now let's see if we can take advantage of it and score a bunch of points and get some stops on defense, because we're going to need it here against a tough Tennessee team. So we're starting on defense first in this one. And the defense gets a stop. The offense gets a field goal. So we have a 3-0 lead at the end of one after multiple stops for both sides. But in Tennessee at short field, they get a field goal to tie the game. Now a touchdown to take their first lead of the game, but we tie it back up 10-all at the half. We start with the ball, and we get a touchdown to start the second half, and another one. So a big third quarter for us, scoring on both of our possessions. And the defense can't get a stop there. They get a first down at the 10. They get a touchdown to make this a 7-point game, but they ate a lot of clock to get down there. We already have a goal to go, and we get a touchdown. So under 2 to go, we get another stop. We're just going to run the ball. We run out the clock, and that's going to do it. 31-17 win for Wisconsin. We're moving on to the quarterfinals, and we are one win away from a national title appearance. Here is Wisconsin in season number 2. Pretty good. Really helps that we are an 89 overall to pretty much be there. But I think we're playing the winner of Kansas State and Syracuse. I'm kind of surprised Syracuse made it all this way. And we're playing Syracuse in the Peach Bowl. So, again, kind of surprised they made it this far, but they beat Kansas State. Texas State beat Utah. It'll be Texas State and Oregon in the semifinal in the other matchup. But whoever wins this one between Wisconsin and Syracuse plays the top, Texas State or Oregon, in the national title game. But let's get started here against 12-2 Syracuse. And they're an 83 overall. They are definitely different than the last couple of opponents that we had. Granted, Arkansas was a low overall as well, but sometimes you expect that in the first round. But starting on defense first in this one, let's see how they do. We get a stop, and we get a touchdown on offense. Syracuse counters with a touchdown of their own. They miss the extra point, and we get another touchdown to take the lead 14-6. Now it's 21-6. The offense has really picked it up in this game. It's 21-13 at the half. So an 8-point lead for Wisconsin. Now it's a 15-point lead going in the fourth quarter, where Syracuse starts with it. They turn it over. We get another touchdown. I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and go by quarter here and make this quick. Syracuse will get a touchdown. We get a field goal. They get another touchdown, but they get stopped at the end. That's a 38-26 victory for Wisconsin over Syracuse in the Peach Bowl, and that means Wisconsin is going to the national title game to play again either Texas State or Oregon in the final game here in Season 2. Desperately would like a win. But you never know who we're going to be playing against. If it's Texas State, it's probably going to be one of the easiest national title games we've ever had. But Oregon is a very good simulation team, so we'll have to see how we do. We did get the Offensive Player of the Week, but we are going to be playing Oregon in the national title. One of our 2 only losses on the year, so hopefully we can take advantage of it. Or, I guess, not take advantage of it. That sounds weird. They beat them 35-14 for Oregon. My goodness. So, Texas State defeated Ohio State by 6. Was this in overtime? No, it was in regulation. And then they beat Utah by 14 and then get demolished by 21 in that matchup. But hopefully we can take revenge on our only loss or one of our only losses here against Oregon. So, let's get started here against 13-3 Oregon. And they are an 86 overall. Excuse me. But overalls really don't matter at this point in the season. As you saw, Texas State won 2 games in the college football playoff against very tough opponents of Ohio State and Utah. But here we are facing Oregon. We're starting on offense first in this one. And the offense doesn't go anywhere, but we do get a turnover on defense and get a touchdown. So it's 7-0 after 1. Here for Wisconsin, now it's 10-0, now 10-7 with Oregon now tying it up 10-all, and it'll be that way at the half. So first 10 points by Wisconsin, next 10 points by Oregon. Now it's the next 13 points from Oregon, and they have a 13-10 lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're going to have to punt. We get a couple big plays. We got first and goal, and that's a touchdown. We retake the lead, 17-13. We need another touchdown, but we get stopped on third down. And we stop them on fourth down. There's 2 minutes to go. We get a big first down. 4th and 11, we have to punt the football, but a huge sack. That's going to do it. And Wisconsin, in Season 2, has officially won it all. A huge, huge win for Wisconsin. And episode 99 is officially completed. That means the 99th team is done. And next episode will be episode 100. It's kind of insane that we're already on episode 100. That means we got 35 more teams to go. Tomorrow, after tomorrow's video, will be 34. So there's, I believe, 134 teams in this game. Of course, there's going to be more next season. I think there's 2 more in the game with Delaware and Missouri State, I believe, are going D1 in this next season. So, and then, of course, in the next game, there'll be more because so many more teams will be going Division 1 every year. So, anyways, we'll check out the stats, of course, before we go. Locke with 3,600 yards, 42 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the season. Jackson with 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. White had 206 with 5, and Locke added 170 and 1 on the ground. Receiving wise, Anthony had over 1,000 yards with 16 touchdowns. Williams had 911 yards with 12 touchdowns. Pauling had 698 and 7. Trek had 482 and 5. Ashcraft 233 and 1. And Jackson added 20 receiving yards, 20 receptions, 140 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Defensive-wise, Christian led the team with 71 tackles. Neal had 8 tackles for a loss. Peterson had 10.5 sacks. Hairston and Holman both had 4 picks. We also got Maxwell Hairston out of the transfer portal last season. Fumbles, we did force a good amount. We recovered 6 of them. So, decent there. We did have 2 blocked kicks, no safeties, and no defensive touchdowns. So, at least we got blocked kicks. So that's nice. Kicking-wise, Nathaniel did miss 6 from 50. He did have 1 extra point blocked, and those were the only field goals he missed. Punting-wise, Atticus had 2,800 yards. 11 inside the 20, 12 touchbacks. Not great, per se, but... and then we had no kick or punt return touchdowns in the national championship winning season. That's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It is free. Well, it helps out the channel. Also, if you guys want to see a team that we have not done before, there's only about 35 teams left, as I said. So make sure you check the description and then write a team, and we'll get to that and skip the wheel altogether. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.